everyone, welcome to like a fun vlog, nothing to do with babies or trying to conceive or anything like that. It's just literally just a fun vlog, really, just a little bit for you guys to get to know me, I guess, which is pretty cool. So this one is the secret diary of a YouTuber, which I thought would be a really cool and interesting one to do because it's kind of like an inside look into my vlogging life. So without further ado, here are the questions. Okay, so first one, how long have you been on YouTube? So I started in 2008. I actually had to go on YouTube and have a look to see the date that I started. So it was 2008, but I didn't actually start vlogging until 2010, I'm gonna say it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2010 because we first started vlogging when we started our very first IVF cycle with Roman. But of course had done a whole bunch of fertility treatment before we did IVF to conceive Roman, but we just didn't YouTube it. You know, when I started clomid, I just thought, we're just gonna get pregnant, and it didn't happen. And the year after that, it didn't happen, and the year after that, it didn't happen, and then eventually we had to do IVF, and we just thought, what a cool opportunity to put our lives out there, have something to look back on, show our kid that we've conceived through this cycle, maybe even help some people out along the way, which is what my channel has kind of turned into now. It's more of a diary for me to look back on, and there's also the other side, which is helping you guys out, showing you how the injections are done, what it's like having egg collection, and then of course my pregnancy and then my kids and stuff, which is really, really fun. And I'm so glad I started this channel. I really enjoy vlogging. I really get into it now, and my tag is itching me. Don't you hate clothes tags? Ow. So starting my YouTube channel, I would have to say, is definitely one of the best things I've done. Next question is, at what point do you think you'll stop? I have a really bad habit when it comes to memory stuff. Like I am a diary writer. I kept a written diary for 10 years straight, you guys. That is just nuts. And I wrote a diary through all of our infertility treatment, and I wrote another diary for our IVF treatment and pregnancies and miscarriage and next pregnancy, and yeah, I can't stop. I just write diaries and I just can't stop. I've always got to write because I just love to look back on these memories. And so when I started my YouTube channel, I had no idea that I would still be doing it however many years later, 4 years. So I had no idea that 4 years later I would still be YouTubing, vlogging on YouTube. So I don't know. I think it's hard to say when I think I'll stop. I thought that I would stop when Mila was born because I thought I would not have time to vlog. But in fact, she's just slotted into our lives so well, and that nothing's really changed hugely. So I don't think I'm going to stop anytime soon. I think I'm just going to keep going and going. I mean, videography is my job anyway. I do weddings and birth announcements and birthday parties and all that stuff. So I'm constantly on my computer editing anyway. So vlogging, I guess, is just another side of that. And you know, there will come a time when Roman will be like, Mom, please, you know, can you take my birth video off YouTube? And I will be like, okay, you know, that's fair enough. But the only other reason I'd stop vlogging is if my children's lives, or my life, or my husband's life, were in danger. You know, there's been a few YouTubers lately who have quit YouTube because they've had stalkers, they've had people coming to their house, they've had people messaging them death threats and stuff like that, and it's really, really awful. And you know, if that started happening to me, then yeah, that would probably be time to get off YouTube. So I'm just going to keep going for years and years and years and years. You can't get rid of me that easy. Question is the best thing. Okay, definitely the best thing about YouTube for me personally is that it's a record of my life. It is a record of my children's lives. And you think in another 10 years, I'll get to look back on the first time Roman walked, the first time Roman talked. I'll be able to look back on Mila's journey and her first giggle, her first smile. All these little things that you kind of forget over time, I can look back on. I can just click on a video and just reminisce back between my babies were babies. I'm talking about when they're older, like in the future, so when they're like 12. And the other thing I'd have to say that is the best thing about YouTube is making friendships. I have made so many friends on YouTube. It's just incredible, and these people from all over the world, like Germany, Scotland, America, Australia, Canada. And the worst thing, okay, the worst thing about YouTube, I think, is trolls. Luckily, I don't get many trolls. I do get the odd comment here and there that I'm just like, okay, calm the farm, you know, like, was that comment really necessary? But you get that, and you just gotta grow some balls and get over it, pretty much. The only other worst thing about YouTube is the time it takes to YouTube. Oh my gosh, it takes a long time to YouTube, to be honest. I mean, you can make it so it's quite short and you just video yourself and chuck it on there and edit for a couple of minutes. For me, I like to make them kind of nice, so it does take me a lot longer. It does take a bit of time, but hey, I enjoy it, so what the heck. How many thumbnail options do you usually take? One. I always just take one, because my camera, if you see me look in this direction, it's usually because I've got my sticky outy bit and I can actually see myself. So I just set that up, I set the timer, I figure out what I'm gonna do, and hey presto, maybe 2 or 3 max that I'll look at, and then I'll just be like, no, that's the best one, delete the others off the camera, and then just upload the one that I like. And then I go and put all the words on it, or whatever else I need to do, edit it if it's a bit dark or a bit light, yada yada, vibrance, all that cool photography stuff that I know nothing about. Yeah, so usually only one. YouTuber crush. I don't have a YouTuber crush. To be honest, I don't, although I've got a lot of YouTube friends, I don't like have a lot of YouTuber friends who also YouTube. Does that make any sense? Like, they're usually my viewers that I've become friends with them. They're not usually YouTubers themselves. Some of them are, don't get me wrong, some of them are, but a lot of them aren't. So I don't watch a lot of YouTube, to be honest. I just don't have the time to watch person after person after person on YouTube, so I don't really have a YouTube crush, to be honest. Collab wish list. Okay, so this is probably gonna say my favorite YouTubers, because I'd only want to vlog with some of my favorite YouTubers, which are not many. Top of my list, someone who I can really relate to, and I kind of feel like if I met her in real life would probably be good friends, and that is Courtney from Kyle and Court. I really enjoy her videos. She's really relatable, she's really kind. Not this huge money hungry YouTuber like some people are, but yeah, I really like Courtney, and I'd love to do a collab with her. If you're watching, let me know. But you know, the only other person I'd want to collab with is let me know if you want to collab. I'll do collabs. What are you wearing in your bottom half? No, I don't vlog like half naked, even though you never see the bottom half of me usually. In my pregnancy vlogs you did. Right now I am in fact wearing my pregnancy jeans because they're just like super comfy because they've got a stretchy waistband. Come on guys, they're really comfy, okay? Don't judge me. How long until you actually click record? Pretty much straight away. Like, I'll sit down, like I'll have myself all set up, I'll sit down, I'll just fiddle with like the focus, make sure I'm in focus, you can actually see me. Most of the time I'm blind and I actually don't have a clue anyway. I still have my glasses on today, so I hope I'm in focus. Am I in focus? I'm in focus. Generally pretty much within the first 20 seconds of actually sitting down, I will press record. How do you feel about the how do you feel about how do you feel about the YouTube community and culture? Pretty good. I enjoy it. I do. The only thing I don't like about YouTube is people who are really money hungry, and you can hard out tell which ones they are. I'm not naming names, but I don't subscribe to them. I enjoy good, wholesome people who I can relate to, who are down to earth, enjoy what they're doing. I really cannot stand people who are like my video, like my video, like my video, share my video. Oh, was that a bit harsh? No, it's the truth. That's why you won't generally see me begging for likes and shares and all that kind of stuff. It would be lovely if my channel was shared a lot more. It would be lovely if people liked my videos a lot more. but I just can't bring myself to like tell people to do that, because it just makes me feel like I'm just trying to be popular, and everyone wants to be popular on YouTube, definitely, but yeah, I think it's just the Kiwi in me that I just don't like doing that. I'm a bit too humble for that. But other than that, the community is an amazing place. There's great friendships made. And lastly, what is your secret to a successful YouTube channel? I always get questions, actually. People inbox me all the time and ask me what they should do, any advice to them when starting a YouTube channel. So this is kind of along the same lines, and the advice that I always give to people is get a good camera. You know, no one really likes to watch vlogs recorded on the phone. Yes, I do it occasionally, but most of the time I do it on my DSLR. Get a good camera. People are more likely to watch you if you've got good quality video going out there. In my pregnancy vlogs, I went so far as to have my little mic and I had good clear audio. I don't do that these days. I just don't have time to set that up. Good editing, you know, try not to talk too much. Yeah, I do that occasionally, but I just can't help myself. And be relevant. Definitely be relevant. Look at what's going around in the community at the time, see what's popular at the time, and do videos about that. Comment on other people's channels, get involved in the community, because if you just sit in your own little bubble, no one's going to get to know you, you're not going to get to know anyone else. Bright, vibrant, exciting colours, make your thumbnails exciting and interesting. To do with titles, I don't like misleading titles. I kind of just put it as it is. There are some YouTubers out there whose titles are very misleading just to get the views, and you know, I guess if you want to get popular, that's what you gotta do, but I don't like doing that. So I guess make your vlogs interesting, make your title interesting, make your thumbnail interesting, and people want to watch your videos. People watch your videos, you get more popular. You get more popular, then you've got a successful YouTube channel. Alright guys, so that's it from me. The last question is about tagging people. So if you haven't done the secret diary of a YouTuber tag already, then I tag you. Have fun, enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done this tag already, then I tag you. Just a little side note, make sure you like this video and subscribe.